Howdy y'all, Dale here.
Chuck here.
And today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is all about you. We have hit our 1,000 subscriber mark. And today is all about a thank you to y'all. So, stay tuned. Okay, y'all, as I said, we have hit our 1,000 subscriber mark as of, let's see, my birthday was July 29th. On July 30th, we hit the 1,000 subscriber mark. And on July 31st, we started making pennies, y'all. So,
Literally pennies.
yes. So, we really thank y'all and appreciate everything y'all done in supporting us. There's some of y'all that have been watching from the beginning, some we've met along the way that have become subscribers and friends. And
Shout out to Queen D.
yes, Queen D is one of those that is always commenting and liking. What is another one? Teddy Bear, something like that. Always, we've got a bunch that are always liking, watching, and commenting, and we appreciate that. When we started this, which, if I'm not mistaken, was January 1st of 2023, so we hit our 4,000 watch hours, because for those of you that don't know, there's basically two hurdles you have to get over, and that's 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. And we did kind of the opposite of what most people do from my understanding. Most people hit the 1,000 subs before they hit the 4,000 watch hours. We hit the 4,000 watch hours first, then a few months later, like 2 months later maybe, we hit the 1,000 subs. And it was kind of special that it happened the day after my birthday. That's the dogs also telling y'all thank you for that. So yeah, we're really super excited and pumped, and I'll let you say something now.
Yeah, it's been, to reach this milestone is something special. To reach it this quick is really unexpected. I mean, we were expecting to go a couple of years before we got anywhere near this. And I mean, in the back of our heads, we are doing it for the money eventually, but in the forefront, we're just doing it because we like it. I mean, it's a fun journey. We're getting to learn people and learn a lot of new and exciting things.
Yeah, and meeting a lot of new and interesting people. And Chuck said doing it for the money. I tell him all the time, this is retirement. I'm not expecting to make any kind of money off of this anytime soon, but hey, as those pennies continue to roll in and as subs go up and those pennies turn to dollars, you know, I mean, hey, we may actually make something before retirement. But anyway, again, for me, it's not about the money. It's like we were doing this anyway without any form or expecting payment or anything. We're doing it just because it was a hobby. This all started because we started we started canning. And after canning as a hobby together, we were like, hey, if we grow some of this stuff, then we don't have to buy as much stuff to can. So that canning led us to starting our very first garden last year, the concrete garden. If y'all haven't, go back and check out our older videos and see what the concrete garden was. It was an idea I had of not knowing if this gardening or YouTubing thing would last or whatever, so I had a hookup that gave me a bunch of free milk crates. I got him to line all the milk crates with garden fabric for me. I filled them with soil, we planted in them, and our entire first year, everything, tomatoes, strawberries, peppers, everything grew in milk crates on a cement slab. So that's why we called it the concrete garden. And from there, once we moved and we decided we'd try, in bed gardening, and that led to growing some things in the ground, hence the tomato jungle. So yeah, all of this just kind of just rolled along and morphed from one thing to another or whatever. And we have had, for two guys who have never gardened before, because Chuck is a great cook. Chuck has cooked his whole life. We knew that the cooking aspect of the channel he could easily handle. And we got told that a lot in the beginning, and I'm hard-headed and I don't listen. People were like, you can't do a channel with cooking and gardening. They're two separate channels and you have to do two separate channels. And I'm like, no, you don't. You know, you can grow the stuff in the garden and then cook it. And even if he's cooking something that didn't come from the garden, people still like food. People still like to garden. So it doesn't have to be.
No, with YouTube, it's unlimited possibilities. There is going to be something that someone is interested in, whether it seems like it goes together or not. If you like it, do it.
Yeah, and I will say, I'm not being hard-headed. I don't not listen to people's advice and opinions. I always do that. And that dog is just not happy not being in here in the video. Just to give y'all a heads up, we just did a video all about the dogs where they got to be in it and be the star of the video. And it's just went to their heads. Now they think they have to be in front of this at every moment. So it's went to their heads. They think they're the stars. But as I was going to say I like that the YouTube community, a lot of people, not everyone, are supportive of each other and help each other out. Before we started this channel, I saw another YouTuber that wasn't like a huge YouTuber at the time. Now he's all big and famous, but you know, Chad from Down Home Backyard Gardening. I watched one of his videos, very first video of his that I think I saw, or it might not have been the first, but it was the one that made me reach out to him and send him a message, was the single seed challenge. And I loved that this dude is growing stuff in his backyard, and he's turned this idea of someone else's challenge into something he could do for little kids in a classroom. And I just sent him a message and said, dude, I've been watching your videos. I enjoy your videos, but this is so awesome how you've taken this and you know, you're getting kids involved. And he was nice enough and kind enough to reply to that comment on his post, and that led to us talking and then, you know, forming a friendship and texting and all this stuff. And where I'm going with this is Chad really gave me a lot of advice, opinions, all this stuff. He helped before we even started that YouTube channel, giving me tips and guidance and all this stuff. So
he continues to do that today.
He still to this day does. So a big part of what I consider our success with YouTube and part of how fast things have went has a lot to do with Chad. So we will always be indebted to Down Home Backyard Gardening and Chad over there, and we thank him more than he will ever realize or know or understand, that he's basically a third part of Old Southern Kitchen and Garden.
Exactly.
So, and what I also like is, because I'm that same type of person as Chad, I am now trying to help other YouTubers, even though we're nowhere near big or famous or anything like that. Anything I've learned or any advice I can give, I'm happy to share with other YouTubers. There's a great newer channel out there that it's not new, but it's smaller than us, not as big as Down Home Backyard Gardening, but Doug from The Crock Gardener. I've been, you know, sharing with him a lot of the things I've learned along the way and tips and tricks, some that Chad shared with me, some that I've discovered myself. And I'm just that type of person that I want to help others, and that's part of what I bonded with Chad over, that he's that same type of person. He took his time and energy to help me, expecting nothing in return, and I am doing the same for, you know, Doug over there. So I mean,
the YouTube community is great. I mean, we're getting friends that you pretty much talk to on a daily basis, which is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, and I do have to say another thing about our style of our videos. A lot of YouTube videos, some are overly produced, some are like done professionally, which nothing is wrong with either of those two types of ways, but that's not how we do videos. Our videos are very down home. So when you're watching our videos, you're going to see dirty dishes in the sink when Chuck is cooking. We're going to feel that you're sitting out there in the garden in that 100-degree temperature, sweating up with us, while we're digging in the dirt. So our videos are meant to really just be down home. We're not fancy or pretentious people. Our videos are not going to be, as you can tell with this video, you're going to hear the dogs in the background. They're going to be barking. They're going to be walking on the floor. They're going to be sometimes knocking over the camera, and stuff like that. So, it's just meant to be real people, down home, southern country goodness. Anything you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's just us. We're trying to be as professional as possible, but we do work full-time and a half jobs because we work 50 to 60 hours a week. So when we have time, we drop it together and do a video. So it's not
Produced. Plus, Chuck is our editor. Y'all don't want to see me anywhere near a computer or whatever. I am like completely computer illiterate. So that's why a lot of times you'll see me in front of the camera, filming videos, doing stuff, and then all of that stuff goes to him, and then he has to try to fix this hot mess and put it somewhere to where it's appropriate for y'all. And I have a horrible potty mouth. I say lots of bad words, and I try so hard not to be me in front of the camera and say some of those words. And I will say the biggest critique I get in real life is like from people that know me and know us. They're like, I like your videos, but you're not you in your videos. And I'm like, it's a fine line. I don't know if YouTube can handle me being me in my videos. I don't want Chuck to have to sit there and constantly be beeping out words and stuff like that. And a little of me, I think, goes a long way. And so I try to be me tamed down a little bit, and I try not to give as much of my thoughts and opinions in these videos, because a lot of people will expect me to be one way or think one thing, and I am the way I am and think what I think. And a lot of people, best way to say it is, people generally either love me or they hate me. So, in YouTube world, I'm wanting everyone to love me because I want those 1,000 subscribers to turn to 100,000. So,
eventually.
And I think Chuck comes across mostly on camera the way he does in real life,
Yeah, I'm laid back, introvert.
Irritating, a pain in my butt, but yes.
I don't like to be on camera that much, honestly, but I'm pulling through it to make videos.
And, I think personally, my opinion, both of us come across better when we're in videos together.
Feed off of each other.
Yeah, we do. And that's because, for those that don't know and think we're roommates, no, we're a married couple. November will make 26 years together for us. So, after that long with someone, 26 years, you kind of, get this whatever groove or pattern, hopefully, and it's not always smooth. I know. I've seen those videos where Chuck is talking sometimes, and y'all can see my eyes, me rolling my eyes or making the faces, and he overlooks me doing stuff like that, and I overlook plenty of things from him. But that's the point of a great partnership, and a partnership that's meant to be. It's been 26 years. We're kind of stuck together. You know, we're both too old to go find somebody else. Plus we actually do care about each other, so that's why we're still together. Is there anything else that you want to tell them about the videos or share with us? Because we've never really done a share a lot about ourselves with y'all, not because we're opposed to doing that, mainly because we don't expect other people to really care or whatever. I know when I'm watching other YouTubers' videos, I like seeing their videos they do that's not about a specific thing in the garden or the recipe. I figure if I'm going to be watching your videos every day, every week, whatever, I want to know more about you. So I love Chad, again, down at Home Backyard Gardening, that he goes and takes trips with his daughter, and he brings the camera along with it and films videos for that. I like that Doug over at the Crop Gardener has his little boys in the video with him. It's just getting to know the individual, not just what they're doing. So that's what, y'all about to get to know me going there and choke that dog. We are now just looking forward to the future of the channel, and we hope to continue doing a lot more of what y'all have liked and enjoyed: the cooking, the gardening, maybe letting those beasts on camera a little more, depending on how that goes down next week. Also taking y'all around, which we promised to do at the beginning, but I've done very rarely, all the little festivals and events in the little small historic town we live in. So we've got lots upcoming, and
yeah, we spend every day learning something new so that we can bring it to you. He watches YouTube videos 24/7, which gives me a time to play on the computer and learn editing videos, which I've actually gotten a few more applications that I can try to use, and I am trying to learn them now to make our videos a little more professional, still down home, but with a few touches in them.
Yeah. So, well, once again, we want to thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for the watching, the liking, the subscribing, the messages, all that stuff. We would not be here at over 1,000 views, if it 1,000 subs, and however many views, if it wasn't for y'all. That is all because of y'all, and we appreciate it, and more than y'all will ever know. And we look forward to turning that 1,000 into 100,000 one day, maybe, hopefully before retirement.
Yes, Guy, thanks for everything, guys. We will, like you said, bring you around town more often. It is an old town with a lot of history that is just fun to walk around, to tell you the truth.
Oh, so thank y'all for stopping by. Please continue to stop by. You're always welcome in our home and our garden, and we will talk at you on the next video. Bye, y'all.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you.